gonna be one of those days, folks. Plugging into the Matrix. Unplugging from the Matrix to reality. Reality, a tree. The birds, the bees, the flowers, and the trees. You think you're funny? There you are. So there's been something that's clinging to me, at least recently. When I feel comfortable in my body, and I feel ready to go, and I'm moving forward, and I feel like I'm progressing. There's something that starts to, and some people refer to it as the devil or a demon, and some people refer to it as your subconscious programming. Some people refer to it as trauma, and what it is, from my perspective, and this is quite a few others' perspective as well, is that it's actually a hungry entity that eats off of your suffering and confusion. And when you feed it, it grows more hungry. And how you learn to not feed it is to be still, is to slow down. Responding versus reacting. Taking a breath in and receiving what is, and you can shift it consciously or not, but it always shifts. And you can breathe it out. Now, some people will take that breath in and fall into the trap, giving that which feeds upon it more food. Others can circumvent it and surpass it sometimes, but it's very slippery, it's very sneaky, and it comes in the sound of your own voice in your head. You have to choose to let it go. You have to choose to let yourself be in this moment. Feeling the feelings, but you don't have to be those feelings. You have to own those feelings. And I'm not saying removing yourself, but being present with it and knowing that there's always a solution to be had. And I say that because to myself, this is the end, but it's always the beginning, right? A new day, a new dawn. A way to understand and protect and guide the self. Emotional, spiritual, physical, astral, the internal self, right? Massaging up to the bone. The fascia, the matrix, how it all dances together. And when you start to learn your own self, when you start to embody you, you feel yourself. You experience yourself from several directions and points of view. You trust that everything is always working in progress. You have to choose that progress. You have to choose that destination. I think the trickiest part for me has been choosing a destination when there's always an other externally. When you choose a destination internally, there's still an other. And is that other God? And if that other's God, and I am me experiencing God through me and my acts, and I, in fact, a piece of the I am. I wouldn't say I was the entirety of the I am, because one part did this, another part felt that, and then I made the decision, and the decision was made, but it was also fired upon. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you close your eyes, the world sort of disappears. And there's an internal world. And this internal world is having many conversations. One is the superficial, working with the external, the sounds, the presence, the textures, the smells. The internal is also working with sounds. It's also working with emotions. It's also working with processes that are conscious and unconscious. The breathing on purpose versus the heart beating all the time, as it will, as the being needs it. I keep wanting to pull out external suffering, like to reduce the pain of others. If I'm not focusing on and reducing the pain of myself, am I doing any favors? Am I exchanging that? Am I building that process? See, I really want, more than anything, heaven on earth. But heaven, I guess, is individual. But we all have the basics, the basis of what heaven is, and enjoyment is, and comfort is for everyone we know as a human. But there's always outliers, right? People who want extremes. And so it's then, again, I surrender to the divine, I surrender to God, and I say, what is the next thing you want me to do? Talk about the entities that feed off of your suffering. Check. Show up, even though you feel super cringe and you feel like you look weird sometimes. You have a freaking antenna. That was judgment, right? But anyway, what's that? Why? Because the people need to know that it's okay to be, to feel, to know what it is to be in their bodies again. Autonomy, having your right to who you are at an internal basis, not being forced upon into others' agenda, assuming that they can control the narrative and the direction and the intentionality of the earth herself, when we are just beings upon her. Do we help? Are we inconsequential? It feels like we're inconsequential and stepping towards a mass die-off. And how do I step into this world securely and secure the place for my legacy and my child? Because the adults can only go so far. The parents can only build as much as they have built. And based on who they are and what they consume and their own judgments, they withhold or they give and they show you either what to be and how to be, parts of them, or what not to be and how not to be. And your reaction to it is your own choice. So, am I doing my part? You are doing your part, child. You have always been a part, even when you were given adult duties as a child. It's not your responsibility to carry the world, put the weight of yourself upon it. To know that you are not just the string being pulled, but every fiber and that which pulls it, the fabric of time and space, is thinning and redirecting itself to the most harmonious timeline. And that includes raising the human species into their conscious co-evolutionary state and practices. Well, how am I supposed to monetize this, that? Why do I think I have to monetize it? Because it's part of the fabric. The commodification of things is part of the fabric? No. The exchange of energy is part of the fabric. But I feel as though I've exchanged so much and I've given so much. You must stop giving. What do you mean I must stop giving? Okay, I'm seeing me giving away stuff, donating clothing, donating books, and gaining knowledge, gaining self, gaining interpretation. It's time to slow down then, while speeding up. What do you mean slow down while speeding up? It's through the paced articulation of self-exploration and self-expansion and allowing for change that the beauty of more is less. Is there anything else? I love you. I love you too. Why do you keep it non-secular while keeping it secular so that others can integrate the information in peace? People have used spiritual ego to harm, to deflect their own wrongdoings, and to falsely justify the degradation of other people, other beings, the earth herself. And when you are not what you are, you destroy yourself. So step into who you are. Step into your becoming. Everything is coming to pass as it should. But we are changing it as we should. And we know that we can do better, are better, and better. We just have to show up here in the now and do what we say we're going to do. Be who I are meant to be and change our stories. It's time to write a new chapter, dear. Are you ready? No? It's okay, I get it. I'm not ready either, but here we are, writing our new chapters, feeling cringe about it. I look like I've wept for 1,000 years and smiled for even more.